Hello everybody again from the Freelance Teacher video cast. I'm happy to be with you. It's been a week plus since we were able to chat. It's a happy new year. And there are, of course, a huge number of things going on in the world, particularly the country, that are massive amounts of discussion and that include huge numbers of Facebook and Twitter posts and all kinds of craziness going on. So I guess this new year is just like the old year that just finished. And the latest big deal, and I'm bringing this up because it came up at work where, with the high school students, right, there's a couple of things that come up a lot. And one of them is their ability to understand the world in a way that is more clear, really, than the adults. Their BS-ometers are not broken, and it's refreshing, to be honest. And the irony, of course, I've mentioned before, is just intense because, you know, I work in the bad neighborhood school. We're at the performance level of the bottom. We're last place, in effect, in our county in academics, and we try, and it's tough, and you know, people work hard, but we're not at a top flight district yet. The students, the 18-year-old, 14, 18-year-old, 16-year-old teenager types, they seem to see things way more clearly than any of the adults. It's really quite amazing. And I bring this up because the latest big deal, of course, is Donald Trump. Supposedly, he said, why are you giving me an immigration deal to sign? And it is friendly towards people from Haiti and other and also African countries. And he, in theory anyway, sounds, I mean, they didn't confirm or deny it. He called those countries shitholes. Now, that's coarse language if you're a puritanical spinster cat lady and you never hear profanity. If you're someone like me, you hear something worse than that within the first 10 minutes of second period. So everybody's all angry, right? Everybody's all upset with the language because it's so terrible. Okay, yeah, whatever. Get off it. The other thing is, these countries being referred to as shitholes is apparently the worst thing in the world. I opened up Facebook this morning and Twitter, and it didn't take me 5 seconds before people were just railing on Donald Trump for calling these places shitholes. Now, in the movie A Few Good Men, Private First Class Santiago is killed, and the defense is that, you know, he was killed by his compatriots, by his unit. And you know, the end of the story, I've mentioned this before, is, you know, the lawyer, Tom Cruise character, paints Jessup into a corner and says, you know, well, if your orders are always followed and you had the order to keep Santiago safe, that he wasn't to be touched, why did he have to be transferred off the base? And we're at the same moment now with this, where everyone is angry. And I asked, kind of suggested, if you're so angry at a country being called a shithole, we're talking Haiti, we're talking some African countries, why are you never angry about the people in those countries or countries like them being killed? And what I mean is the just unfettered destruction, the unfettered war against countries in the Middle East. The absurd nonsense going on with Haiti, where you have mostly American, some say Clinton-backed people going into Haiti and just pillaging the place, robbing it blind. There's no curiosity about that. There's no comment. There's no tweet. There's no Facebook post. But Donald Trump calls a place a shithole. Chaos, madness. This is just not to be had. And it really shows you how things work. And the young people see this. They totally see it. They completely understand, and they'll ask, why does nobody say anything? Or sometimes I point things out, but most of the time I'm not poisoning the well. I'm not pushing my worldview. I do it sometimes, right? I mean, why are you upset at that? I had the leftist, Democrat, liberal worldview pushed on me of my 12 years of public schooling, easily half of them. Right? Only because in the younger grades they didn't do that. But as I was older, we of course were taught that the government is good, Democrats are good, Republicans are bad. So don't get me started with that. Right? Oh, you shouldn't push your worldview. Really? Tell that to everybody. Don't just say it to me. Say it to everybody else. And I'll let you know another thing. My libertarian anti-government worldview goes over very well in a neighborhood like mine, because my clientele, my students, have had the government boot on the throat for their entire lives. So they see what you don't see while you're posting in anger on social media while drinking coffee and surfing the web on your laptop. So please, spare me. So this kind of thing happens all the time, right? And I just have to reiterate the breath of fresh air that young people see. Why does nobody go vacation in Haiti? Why is nobody going to live in Haiti? Why not? Right? Haiti undoubtedly is filled with people who want better lives for themselves. Good, hardworking people. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. But why would those people come here? What are the numbers of people from the West, or first world countries, if you want to call them that, trying to go to Haiti to live? And if the numbers aren't that big, why aren't they that big? What's going on down there? It's very important, and we covered this today. See, the young people get it. And it came out today in their comments that things should be called by their right name. That it's important to do two things. One is watch what people do. Don't watch what they say. Right? People are very wordy and exceedingly verbose when they want to talk about this rude stuff that Donald Trump said, or these conservatives are just awful. Look at the James Damore lawsuit. The Google James Damore lawsuit is atrocious in the sense that what the behavior of people at Google. So people are verbose and, oh, this guy, these conservatives, and James Damore is kind of like, seems kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a spurgy, very linear, emotionless guy who saw the double standard and said something about it, right? And so they went after him. It's really crazy, that whole thing. Check it out. But the young people noticed that, and they said, they were talking about call things the way they should be, right? And they even said, why are these people calling, they're all angry at this. What do they do? Where do they live? Do they live nice, comfortable lives? The answer is yes, right? I saw it on social media. My Facebook friends, they live well. They live well. They're not going within 1,000 miles of Haiti. Are they trying to help it? No. And when these areas get bombed by their favorite administration, did they say anything? They didn't bomb Haiti, but the Middle East and other African countries got bombed. Any comment? No. So my take was similar to what my high school students said. Call a country a bad name, outrage. Bomb a country for years, nothing. And the young people see that. And so they're focused on watching people's actions, which is what I do. And some of my young people, I help them see that. I tell them, watch what people do. Don't listen to what they say. What do they do? Actions speak louder than words, to use an old phrase. And they do. So watch what these people do. Where do they live? Where do they go on vacation? Do they go to the Dominican Republic? Or do they go to Haiti? Why? I'm upfront about it. We went to the Dominican Republic. We didn't go to Haiti. It doesn't seem like a safe place. It doesn't seem like a good vacation destination. I'll just say it. A lot of stuff going on there seems wrong. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it and get angry when someone calls something what it is. And if the language is rough, you know what? Come shadow me for a week. You don't really need a week. You need about 25 minutes before you hear worse than that. But the calling things by their right name is big. That's a key concept that hopefully the young people never lose. That concept, and to look at what people do, not what they say, that too is alive and well with young people, even in the bad neighborhood where I am. Right? Not so much in the chattering classes, the political classes, the virtue signaling types on social media. No, they're not into that. They're not going to call things by their right name. They're not going to call it like it is and do some kind of action. They're going to virtue signal. They're going to make a lot of noise, and they're now easier and easier to call out. And that's what you should do. That's my mission, my assignment to you. That's your homework. Do it. 50 points total. I'll give you your grade at the end of the marking period, which is in 2 weeks. All right, take care. This has been The Freelance Teacher, thefreelanceteacher.com, Freelance Teacher Podcast, tfttravelgroup.com. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.